to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. We dealing with Gucci Mane's rapper, female rapper Enchanting. That was one of the singers on Gucci Mane's record label. I'm not sure she's still on there now, or she might have. I think they said she was on there last year, but she wasn't on there this year. And there are conflicting stories. Her sister is saying she's on life support, she's not dead. Other people have been reporting that she's been dead all day. When I looked at this a few hours ago, I saw she had a brain dead, or a central nervous system disorder. She was lying in a coma. She was lying in a place. Hey, babies. Hey, all of y'all. Put my cash up in there. Make it clap. I saw the sister was lying, and I guess didn't want to accept this, or didn't want everybody to know yet, or was in denial, because when I looked at this, I kept seeing the girl was laying there, not talking, not moving, laying down in state, like sleep. Having some type of psychic experiences and spiritual experiences, but the high priestess was coming up around her with the 7 of Cups. I knew there was some lying involved here, and the girl was working in the astral, working through things spiritually, maybe speaking on a spiritual level, or working through her own soul things, soul work. She was with a man that she loved. There was someone she used to be involved with that she called herself in love with that was physically dead too. That she was over there talking to people in her mind, in her spirit, on the other side. In between realms. Not completely dead, but not completely alive. Either immobile. Couldn't, brain dead. Couldn't function. But being kept alive artificially, like on life support or something. She wasn't walking, talking by herself. I kept seeing that. So technically, you can say somebody's not dead if you got them on life support and it's breathing for them. It's making your chest go up and down and look like you're breathing by yourself, but you're not. I seen that she wasn't breathing by herself. She needed help, and I was trying to tap into her. So that's why I knew then. I said, no, she brain dead. But I guess her sister, she was attacking people, and I ain't saying things like, I'm not a celebrity, so I can cuss y'all ass out, and y'all need to stop lying. Would you say it was a girl that told you a few things that were going on behind the scenes? Okay. And it looked like there's a King of Pentacles here. So there was, I don't know if there's a manager, promoter, somebody that has power and authority and money. He was planning something new for her, or planning to step up, or some type of engagement. So I wonder, was she working on any new projects to try to revive her career, or under someone else, or management? But I also saw someone else with that girl, getting that girl drugs. A male and a female. When she took drugs to be brain dead like this, they was tainted. I'm sure they'll see it if they do an autopsy and they release it to the public, if they're going to tell us. But there was a man and a woman. She didn't always do drugs by herself. There were people inside of her group that she trusted. She had a drug problem because she had other emotional problems. She had mental, emotional problems, self-esteem problems. She was missing this man that died. The man was coming, pulling on her. Look, let me tell y'all something. Okay, thank you. She had a new tape coming. I seen her. Said her booking manager said they had huge plans. I ain't trying to be funny, but somebody, if it wasn't her booking manager, if it wasn't her manager, somebody had been put up that was close to her to give her that dose like that. This was inside. And it showed she had a lover. Her lover was also the one talking about making her a star and making money with her. Somebody was fucking her, trying to fuck her, or she was in whoever she was getting high with. There was a woman involved here, a powerful older woman, that's now trying to stand off from this like she ain't in this here. And this was a nightmare to her, a devastating blow, because all they were going to do is make money off of her, but it looked like somebody she was fucking with that was also trying to make money off of her had something to do with this here, was around her and knew she was a drug addict. But a demon also came in here and showed me it was a part of her Gucci contract. There are different phrases. See, that's true. The devil is always in the goddamn details. There's an oath you take when you are a rapper and an artist yourself. Then you become a producer and you start to sign artists and you give in your label. Secretly, you meet with the elite and you make arrangements. Like I told you, what's up is down. And what's down is up. I told you, I was listening to Biggie yesterday. He said, it's happening right now. The sacrifice of young and old is happening right now. He said today. That's what he told me yesterday. That's when I came back. I said, y'all, it's happening right now. It's finna, as we coming into the solstice. Didn't I tell you? The summer solstice. And we in 666 in June. I said, they finna do it. Biggie told me, when I was listening, he said, it's happening right now, Alexis, as we speak. The sacrifice is going on. Somebody dying right now. Finna get sacrificed right now. Yesterday or last night, after I said that shit, they said she OD'd last night. See, that's a part of the contract she signed with Gucci. Just because you walk away or they drop you does not mean the contract go null and void. Because for the time they signed you and when they agreed and whatever they did for you, even if they didn't take you to the highest level, there's still a debt that the owner of the record label Gucci owe. A blood debt. You got to, like Pooh Shiesty said, you got to get it back in blood. When they sign them artists up, most of them artists don't know whether we're going to make you a big star or whether we're going to bring you as raw meat on here to be going in the butcher's block to slice up for the owner. Because they already know if you're going to become big or not, or they're just going to sign you and then shelf you because you're meat. See, you're blood. They wanted her ovaries, her organs, and her blood from her reproductive system because there's something about her. Something special about her. Then that artist just 2 years ago that was also under Gucci, she was close to. He had an OD in 2022. I forgot his name. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I just seen that. I didn't know these artists. He's very young. And then he OD'd 2 years ago. She still hadn't got over that. See, this is what I know. When you have a soul tie and a spiritual connection with somebody that you was with in a previous lifetime and you don't know it, they could be your soulmate or your twin flame. And because they're your soulmate, don't mean that it was a good relationship. Y'all could have been on drugs and junkies and lovers together in previous lifetime. And then y'all get new bodies and come in, but the soul is the same. It's a continuation of the shit that y'all ain't learned through and graduated from before. And one of y'all died and left the other one in the last time. And now you came back in this one. She was involved, that man, in love with that man. And that man had an OD at 2022, which is what? 6. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. She in what? 2024. That's an 8. And then her age add up to an 8, don't it? I think she 26. So that's an 8. The law, when you're in that number 8, you deal with the law of fate and cause and effect and infinity. See, she under that 8, which is also dealing with when you deal with that spirituality, them 4s and 8s. The Illuminati number. She was took out like that. And we in what, June What's today's date, y'all? Technically, she was dead last night, but they made it official today, clearly. So I'm seeing some outlets saying they done took off life support. I ain't heard the sister say it. What I can't, today is 6/11, 6, and you see what that is, 6, 7, 8. Her birthday add up to 8. Huh? We got a couple of 8s here. It don't matter if you got dropped because you still under that contract. And if that's your fate, they still got a policy on you. They still own some of the rights to your stuff unless she straight out owned all her masters. And that is a spiritual agreement. That contract is a spiritual agreement. So it don't matter if you got dropped. If you see that person stumbling after a major producer and a major label dropped them and there was a major artist and they don't get picked up nowhere that way, that means the person holding them down. The person secretly told everybody else in the industry, don't get this person no deal, don't make them bigger than I would have made them. Ignore them, that they shit be mediocre and low. They done all secretly made that agreement. That's why you don't see them getting nowhere. Then you see them giving up or getting depressed or make mixtape and shit and whatever they song they make, it don't fucking go nowhere because the person they was with that dropped them, like Diddy did, told them, don't give a person nothing. Let this person struggle, let them get out here and get fucked and suck dicks and sell themselves out because we ain't gonna let them become no superstar because that's not what I said I fucking wanted. And either they gonna come back and beg me back or do what I say or we just got them in here to be a slut. See? And they either give in to the shit and we might let them back get up or we may not, or they gonna go out and they gonna secretly be on dope and kill themselves because once they got a taste of it and nobody else won't let them get it, and if they don't get them curses off of them, they're gonna stumble around and never really get nowhere they could because the elite done told everybody else in there, if you let this person try to get this person up, we ain't gonna help you get them up. So what the fuck they can do? There's nothing they can do because they under that system. And they in it and they scared of them and they know what they'll do to them. If you defy us, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And we ain't gonna let you get nowhere because we told you the bitch ain't getting nowhere. See, because the person was born to die. The contract they had them sign was to sign them and promise them immortality and to become a star, but they was only going to become immortal by going to the butcher's block to be some sliced up ribs and some pork rib or some beef rib, or they're going to be sacrificed. They don't know it till they, thank you, Liz Cole. Didn't I say that shit yesterday? 24 hours later, you see we into it. I told you Biggie said it. And Pac said, they say it's happening right now. And they got to pay to move into the summer solstice. And before we get to this, I said some kind of event. And somebody said BET. I said, watch it now. Before we get up to whatever this event for the artists is. Not artists, artists is. God damn it. They got to pay their tollway. See, now he gonna be boosted up some more Gucci, and now they gonna what I said that the last song that Biggie, you nobody till somebody kill you. Remember that? Didn't I just say that 24 hours ago? I ain't never heard of her. A lot of y'all ain't now. Ain't you hearing her now? Ain't she somebody now? Now name ringing. See, they finna resurgitate her music, goddammit. They're gonna bring it back up. Whatever he know, whatever he own, they up her, say Red Bones, they finna put it out. Now it finna hit. It finna hit. Not because it's supposed to be that way. Because it's something about her. It's special about her. Certain one they do that too. She don't really know. She a baby. She's kind of slow in them eras. Now they finna gone on and the same way they researched Gangsta Boo when them younger rappers you had about a year goddamn two ago. Cause she was an elder and was real strong in the game where them dollars at. She was a junkie. out there in LA. You know, you can get that shit out there. You get some dope and dick out there and get you a sandwich before you can get anything else. I done been out there before. I hated it. Because even when I went out there to speak, the last time I was out there in 2015 when I spoke at the Hammer Museum with an artist that brought me out there to speak. God damn. Everywhere I turned, I could get me some dope and some dick. That's what they were offering, goddamn it. A little something to eat, a ride, a hotel, and some dick and dope. I said, goddamn, I mean, because you know, out there, you just said, look, I got a migraine real bad. They come every day, I don't feel good. I think I'm about to throw up, write her a prescription, get her some more dope. And she can get whatever the refund shit she want in any form she want it. I seen that it's hot as fuck out there. I said, I want to go home. It's so demonic out here. And it's easy to get caught up in vices. I mean, but it's easy to get caught up in them in Atlanta too. Because the same folks out there run the shit out here. But it ain't that easy down here. But they're working on making it easy. You just can't go in the doctor's office and say, hey, my head hurt and I want a prescription for some reefers. Or go to a dispensary and get it. It's not that easy down here to do shit like, but they making it like that. Bit of the way I think they should, because people gonna do what they want to do anyway, and they'll stop locking niggas up for weed. When they all use it and put it out there and set them up with it anyway, they need to drop them charges on that shit. Because it's natural. Unless you're dealing with them hybrids that fuck you up in the inside. So, you finna see her stuff that they wouldn't let hit. Like I tell you, like they did me. But see, she was in there entertaining this shit. And then that baby is on drugs. She got addicted to that shit and talking to her. Now a lot of them folks in there is addicts. Them older people is addicts and they give it to them. They say that man was giving it to him over that, what his name, his mama came out and said she tried to sacrifice him and then he got a multi-million-dollar deal and sold that company. He was down here as management. What the name? He had that girl on his label that were messing with King Von and all them young artists that's rappers. I see his face. He's fat and black. And say he had them artists over there on powder and pills and prostituting. But he done sold the company. P. Thank you, Sunshine P. Say he had them like that. And Gucci and all them, they had them artists like that, young and older. They be on there and we don't know it. And we looking at them and admiring them. Just like they said Gangsta Boo was with her brother. And somebody else they was hanging out. And she was getting high that night. I think they said something about Gangsta Boo was taking them pills too. Wasn't just smoking that reefer. God damn. And Gangsta Boo was anointed. And special too. They know who you are. Because the devil know everything about you. And they're going to only pick the best in God's children that shine. But then get them fucked up where they got weaknesses in them. Where they can victimize them. And it looked like at one point she was happy. But because everything was starting to turn around. But they knew she wasn't going to get that far. She was stepping up. It was 3 people. And she come off really strong. I don't know what her birthday and what her sign is. And this man with money. She had men and women around her that was older and powerful and had money. And they were telling her they were going to do this. And I see they really working on it. She was getting ready to get a big engagement coming up here. But like somebody actually wanted to have a sexual relationship with her. Well, then she would get through, yeah, that's what I was going to say. She would get into depression because that man was pulling on her. Let me tell you, when you have a deep spiritual psychic connection with somebody you meet and it's like love at first sight and it's real deep and you can't shake it and you like, I ain't never seen this person before. Like, why am I feeling like this? Like, I've known him all my life, but I can't help it. I got to be with this motherfucker. I got to fuck this nigga. I mean, this my husband. This my wife. And they get together and then they have fucked up vices together and they start doing drugs and shit together and fucking each other and getting in euphoria because that's a carryover. One of them die before the other one. When it's real deep like that, the person will come back and start visiting the person, hanging around them. They feel the person around them or something in the house or coming to them in their sleep. They'll start pulling on them and telling them to come over there. keep pulling on the person, so the person missing them, fucking them, being near them, so they'll get high. So when they get high, they go into their ethers and they astral realm open up, the chakra realm open up. They can really feel the person again and have the experience with them again and start communing with them and see the little bits of you start seeping out of your body little by little, and you keep tapping in and feel like you can really bond in by keep on getting high. So you can really get into them and you don't feel the pain. And the person said, I want, since I can't be over there with you, I want you over here with me. Yes, I've talked to older people like that, where they be together all their life and have their children, or I've talked to their children, the children come get a reading and tell me, where the woman husband died. They've been together since they were real young. And she said her mama told her that the daddy, when she go to sleep, so she feel him around in the day. And when she go to sleep, the daddy be calling her. She can see the daddy and she talked to him in the astral, and the daddy pulling on her and telling her, I want you to come over here with me. And she get up and tell her daughter, I seen your daddy last night and he keep calling me. I can't live without him. I hear him, he calling me. He say he can't live without me. He want me to come over there and I can't live without him. Over here, I'm so lonely. Then, like a few months or so after, that lady died in her sleep. She didn't die from any disease or anything. She gave up the ghost. She willingly got out because she missed her nigga. Her physical nigga became a spirit nigga. Her astral nigga, and she couldn't live without him. He was consciously aware that he was out of the physical and out of the body on the other side, and she went with him. He said, you need to come over here with me, because I can't be at peace and I can't rest over here. He know the shit because you over there. She gets up and she know the shit and he said, I need to come over there and I can't rest over here because next thing you know, see, that's why you'll see that. When you see couples that have been together all their life, and one is left behind, and you see that person get very depressed and life don't matter to them, and they just in the house and they moping, they ain't talking. What you don't know is that was a soulmate or twin flame connection, and they can't live without the other, and then one start pulling on the other. So within a year or within 3 years, the person usually gone, and they not said they happy because they reunited with their love, see. Because they done been through many lifetimes and they get sick. They get love sick. And nothing and nobody matters to them. If they can't be together in whatever realm the other one is, they both got to be. And now that man was calling on that girl. I seen that shit. She was very lonely and very depressed. She had these severe mood swings, go up and down. Not really at peace. And they probably going to try to come out and say, oh, she wasn't no drug addict. She just did that one time. And it might have been a bad, but it might have had some fentanyl in it. Accidentally took her down, even though it wasn't no accident, you see. Because it's the towers coming up here. It was a nigga with her. He might have been a Taurus, an earth sign, a Virgo, a Capricorn, moving slowly in this here. But what bothers me is it's showing she was murdered. The Ten of Swords is here. A nigga was with her, and it happened real quick to her because she was set up, targeted for murder. Then it come up again. Said, look like it's another nigga rushed in here and involved. Rushed in real fast. This girl was not by herself. When she took this pill, somebody too that got a baby, or they have a child, was around, a woman was around her. They gave this to her on purpose to kill this girl in the midst of her getting ready to blow up again and glow up again. Which this shows this was done on purpose. She was bound up. Then one is coming like the Hierophant here. So this is someone older that she do business with or come up for to be religious person or personal reason, look like it might have been a three-way party here. So I wonder, was she talking to two people? Or the two people want to deal with her was one person she's dealing with cheating on another person? Because she felt they bound and trapped her here. Wherever she was and who she was dealing with, she was bound by her vices. And she felt like she couldn't get free, but she could. And somebody might have been abusive to her. Somebody, an abusive relationship, somebody was fucking around on her. And these people with power and underworld connections and gang ties were involved in this. That was also putting money here. There was arguments, what's going on right now. Arguments, confrontation, jealousy, competition, and drama tied to her situation where people just want to use her for money. Who is this person in here? Yah, love. Are you speaking to spirits? Like, what are you talking about? Please go away with this bullshit, because I ain't got time for it. It's it goes from really beautiful things happening to her to people bringing drama and people setting her up, and they keep saying that she was set up and she was murdered here. And then held, like there was a man standing around her that was offering her the world and showing that he was there. She's in a coma. And I saw a short video where a man, oh, her sister has a baby. Thank you, Capricorn Camille TV. She knew about this. Oh, she was 1997, October 9th. Wow. Got a birthday coming up soon. So 10, 19, to 26. Damn. 27, 28. If that's 8 and 2, if I'm getting it right, and her birthday up, that would equal to 10. 10 is endings and beginnings. It's a wrap. Everything starts over. When you get past 9 into 10, it's a 0. The cycle starts all over. You didn't see the sister too much because the sister's in it. See, they held this girl in a coma while they know that girl is dead, but then telling the world she's still alive, deciding how they're going to handle this. Girl on the thumbnail. It's the same girl we talking about. That's her picture in public. All the pictures look like the one I put up there. There are older people involved that were helping her where she getting ready to come up. Men and women, powerful people coming up as Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, promising engagements, marriages, new opportunities. So in the business realm, she's getting ready to blow up again. And she had people playing this around her. When you see that, and you've seen it before, somebody's getting ready to make a comeback, finna blow up under new management, under a new label, and then in the middle of it, they die. So that as they're becoming bigger, they now become bigger in death. As she's getting ready to become bigger in the 3D life, because she had already been sacrificed and murdered in the higher dimensions. And this was meant to be like this. This was allowed to be like this. When somebody's getting ready to start over and you think those are accidents, no, there's someone that sent in someone inside of the industry, usually male, because there was a male with her. There's a male and a female, but I'm saying a male being close to her that she trusted, along with the male on the other side that physically died. And I believe it has something to do with the one that physically died in 2022 that also OD'd, that I think was her label mate, and that was very close to her, that might have been her lover. She was already dead in the higher realms, and they're going to merge it to somebody getting ready to blow up, because that's not going to equal record sales for her directly. It's going to equal record sales for the person that she was previously signed under and the person that she signed under now. One of them we know is Gucci. Can y'all tell me who she signed under now? Or thank you for telling me that's a troll. That person's gone. Thank you for Professor. Is it anyone else in here? I know, Adrian. I thought maybe it was just me when I told y'all when Biggie and Pac was talking to me yesterday and warning me about me being stalked. And then they said the same thing. This is getting ready to happen. And then Biggie said, no, it's not getting ready to happen, Alexis. It is already happening. As I'm talking to you, there is a sacrifice going on right now of young and old. Cleaning out the old, cleaning out housekeeping. He said the new ones, and they got them on drugs anyway. He said it was all, he said, as we're speaking, a sacrifice is going down right now. Somebody's dying right now. So I came back and I told y'all, I'm so glad I did. So nobody can't say you didn't say that. You just said that after this was announced. Remember, I said it before it was announced because I don't know this lady, young lady. I don't know anything about her in Brit Squad, but I know Gucci. And we know Gucci has been a madman in Atlanta and been a beast since he was very young. He been sold his soul. So, and we know to get higher up, move from an artist to a producer and get your own label and then recruit, you're also going to sacrifice certain people that you recruit, or you're not going to get up there. You done took the oath, you done took the sexual oath. Gucci been on drugs and been mentally unstable for years. And killing niggas and running drug squads and gang squads down here for years. Been plenty niggas scared of his goddamn ass. But I always liked his flow. He's very talented in style. But he was always vicious and a madman down in Atlanta. And you are the same way when you're assigned as an artist, or if you weak, you getting fucked in the ass and you're going to be under somebody. But Gucci always been savage. Oh, Gucci, he went into the hospital to see her. Who is Lil Need, baby? I don't know these artists. I don't keep up with them. I never heard of her till somebody sent me this morning. They said, you just said this here. And I said, oh, poor baby, that's just a baby. She's an innocent baby. Yes, they did go hard. That's the only way you're going to get respected, goddammit. He said, true, absolutely not. I know they got him a while ago. Yeah, I mean, he probably is cloned. Because when he went in jail and came out, he was totally different. Said Gucci, Snoop, Meek. And the way the guy was acting, he was mumbling and breathing real. Thank you, Cam. Breathing real hard. Oh, what's his name? The one that died. I think when she close to him, when she said Gucci teeth white and he blue black. Gucci wife is his wife is an industry whore. She been done sold her soul for money, fame, and fortune and shit. You're not going to be up there if you don't. Are they saying anything, y'all? While I'm on the live, can anybody check? Is the sister still saying that her sister's in a coma? Or is the sister now admitting that they took her sister off of life support? Do you all know? Is the sister still saying her sister's alive but in a coma? Or is she saying, like I just heard them start saying that they took her, the family took her off of life support? Are y'all hearing anything? Oh, wow. So, hey, you, the sister's saying they pulled the plug? Okay, so she did have a boyfriend. She did have a lover. Who is the boyfriend? Is he in the industry too? Is he a rapper too, or is he an outsider? Yeah, I think they might have been involved. His passing, she still has not gotten over his passing. Oh wow, Earth vibe. So now the sister is admitting. Oh boy, I wonder did they say what she took? Did they mention what drug that she took? Was it pill? Was it powder? Was it alcohol? She said Deborah, while not confirmed the shade room, then reportedly said they had spoken. Who they say? Spoke to a member of Shanti's management and said the rapper passed from an overdose, but they didn't say what kind of pill, because that's what I'm seeing, a pill. And I wonder, did it have fentanyl? Was it laced with poison? Because she's saying, I did not kill myself. She wasn't thinking of dying. She didn't want to die. She might have had her depression, her ups and downs, but I saw she had a lover. But this lover wasn't the same, because as the other guy busts through between them and says she still thinks of him. Whoa, Love Edward says she was 4 days clean. Wait a minute, so what you saying, the girl was struggling with an addiction? What did they say somewhere? That she said she was 4 days clean, but you said they haven't said anything yet. The friend showed text that she sent saying she was 4 days sober. So I was right, she was an addict. And she was trying to recover but they could have fentanyl in them too. She was more original though. She just had more. Yeah, I heard her singing. She had a pretty voice, pretty girl, sweet spirit. They said no, wow, that baby she was trying. Yes. So they said peel. I remember seeing that the rise, and they said she talked about doing peels in her song. Oh, really? She talked about doing the peels in her song, cause I saw she was telling me she was struggling because she would deal with depression. She's still sad about that guy. They might have got high together. The one that passed, and that was just 2 years ago, 2022. She hasn't passed over. You don't pass over quickly like that. Why? When she has things to say and things to tell, why would she pass over? Could have been a fake. That's what I think got it, April. And one of them guys in that industry that she was working with gave it to her. They was doing it. They knew she was doing it. Just think that number 4. Remember I told y'all about the number 4 and 8? And Aleister Crowley? 40, what was Jay-Z? Didn't he have a club called 44 or 88? Which one was it? And this club was the 44 Club. Thank you for the one person that donated the $2. Now, am I going to stay on here? If y'all don't want to support and donate the knowledge I give, you see that? The 40-40. Because there's Aleister Crowley number, 4s and 8s. Definitely that 44. Big Scar, that's the one that died. Okay. Yes, she was isolated. And if she got this from someone, people knew around her that she was struggling. Like most of the artists secretly have those issues we don't know about. They have addiction. She was struggling with it because mentally and emotionally she was hurting. She was going through something. They kind of help her zone out. Okay, thank you, Daly. So it is confirmed. The sister's now not cussing everybody out. The sister has confirmed that they decide to release that baby. I wonder why. Did they decide to take her off life support? They must have known. Or I don't know who decided that she would not recover, but she must have been brain dead. But then it was a part of the oath. The demons took her out. She had to, the sacrifice had to be completed. Oh boy. So I wonder who had the big life insurance. All record labels have insurance artists on have policy on insurance policy on their artists. They all do. So whoever she was under. And Gucci would have one too. And they don't cancel them. just because the person's not with them anymore. Artists to have a better life. Yes, to have a better life for themselves. They have people to sacrifice. All sources of Daily Mail. Okay. Well, I'm going to get ready to go now. I don't really have a lot to say about this right now. I just wanted to come back because I just said this 24 hours ago. And that's not the only one that's coming up. It's going to be somebody big, probably somebody older, as well as the young, because the older will sacrifice the young. She was signing a Gucci man. I wonder, is she still with him? Because I think she was with P too. Yep, and they don't play, the family might just pay for the funeral. To make it look like they're doing good, something good, but if Gucci pays for it, just know that there's nothing to him in comparison to whatever he got paid off with the policies, and they're not going to discuss that in public. Yes, but Lil Durk is also another one of them dirty ass machines. Lil Durk is sacrificing people for power too. If you see an artist and somebody always dying around them, they are doing it because they paying back in blood to continue to rise and have power. And they have somebody constantly around them to shed blood for them, to cover them and sacrifice for them. That's what. Hey, Pamela. What do you mean, Victoria? Victor, I'm sorry. Victor, is she going to be justified? Thank you, Terrence. I don't know what that means. Well, if nothing happened to her, it's because she's fucking and sucking. She's paying her dues. She's doing everything they trained her to do and to set up certain niggas. That's what they have them up there for. They industry prostitutes. Because that's not what she was signed for. So that girl was in Dirk video, Coy. I don't know who that is, baby. Oh, I'm tired. I just had to come and speak briefly on this because this show took me through a loop. But I know I heard Biggie say that. And he took me to that song. And that's what I told y'all. He says happening now. It's finna come down right now before we get to the solstice. They got these dues. The other higher ups got their dues to pay. And they decide which artists they're going to put in there. She said Brittany B. So that's what I said when I saw Sexy Red. And that's all Sexy Red is, a whore. An industry plant. She doing a job, what they paid her to do, so she can get the fame and fortune she need to get, and until they say it's enough. Dirk lost like 3 friends, and well, they wasn't his friends. If he let them go out like that, that's what they there for. That's the role they play. Anyway, this is wearing me out. I'm so dry. I feel so drained right now. I'm not even really hungry, even though I need to eat something. I'm a come back later. I really don't have a lot to say about this situation. I mean, she did not have a long track record of hits, and she wasn't really known. I know she's freaking out right now, and she's panicking right now. She's trapped. You said this month and next month industry parties and ATL. Yep, and it'll be people that die that you won't see or know because they don't have deals and nobody knows them. They always keep the spares on deck that'll do anything to be around the celebrities and get fame and fortune by getting high and dancing and prostituting for them. So a lot of people OD. You said I believe that about Biggie. I found a cup at Ross with his first record, Ready to Die. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, Puffy set him up. Thank you, Eon Star. I'm tired. So she was talented. She did tell me she wanted a little something to eat. She mentioned some kind of barbecue or something. I wonder if she talking about barbecue chicken or barbecue rib. Where's she from? Is she from Texas? Because if that's so, I know she like that barbecue like we do down south. Oh boy. Enchanted. Yep, she liked that southern food. Dallas. Yes. It's a lot of chaos and conflict going on over there. They arguing and fussing and fighting over there. Now some of them that was depending on her money and her come up, trying to figure out what they're gonna do. I don't think the sister was directly involved with it, but the men that were in management and that was around her, I wonder what she can have with a lover. Because a lover, it saw her as a star and the center of attention. Can anybody send me the lover or tell me who the lover is? I don't know who her lover is. Um, Scandalous. Please speak well of yourself and others no matter what. She's so young. She's in her 20s. But they like to take them that way and take the energy out of them where they're young and they dumb. She probably didn't even see this coming. How could she, knowing she's probably still weak, hadn't had drugs in 4 days, for her to take that, there was somebody around her inside of that circle. Excuse me. This is not a random person. They trying to say her boyfriend was the one with the money. Okay, I didn't say she had a lot of money. I said it was people around her. I said it were money men's and money widows and drug dealers and people in the underworld got a lot of money. That's the King of Pentacles. That's what I said. It was people around her with money that were financing this. I didn't say she had it. I just said she had the talent. And they were telling her they were going to make her a star. And I see that they were. That's what I said. It was niggas. Boss niggas. Because they come up as kings of pentacles. So that also means they sell drugs or they into underworld shit or gang activity. So they would have access to it. That's where she got it from. That's what I said. She had boss ass niggas. And some of them older than her. And women are older than her. That was bosses and queens. That don't play. Cutthroat coming up as queens of swords. That's what I said. And they was going to get it to her. But somebody else in there and tied to that old Gucci contract said, no, she got to be sacrificed. And it was an inside job. That's just what I'm saying. Just like Mo 3 manager was inside. And Mo 3 up there fucking. Well, either the girl that was fucking his manager or some other guy was fucking basically set him up for the sacrifice. Because Mo 3 was weak for pussy. And clearly did not see he was getting ready to die behind that dumb shit. And that girl, she had blew him over there to set it up. And I always knew that it was about somebody, baby mama. That one right there, I knew them two, when their mama came out and started attacking everybody, them sisters, the slut sisters. That's the one he was fucking and got shot. I knew it was her. A ratchet, low-class bitch. So she was playing a scary game. Yep, mob ties. They be in that too. The younger son. The junior. So she was playing a scary game with pure killers and traffickers. Really? Terrence, who was she playing the game with? Killers and traffickers. Who was that? They said they blaming the boyfriend, so they trying to act like he wasn't involved because he had money. Yeah, but how does he get the money? It wasn't just him, it was somebody in management. Because all of them know each other. All the rappers, all the producers, all the ones that sign artists and have record labels under labels. Because I wonder who's Gucci's label, what bigger label is he under? If you all know. They said check her interview. She only dealt with killers. Really, Terrence Butler? She only dealt with killers? What you mean? Like, because I don't know her. Like who? You said, Drip, did you see King Von's son, Mama? No, I did not. No, I did not. I haven't been able to keep up with that. If it's Atlantic, Christina, thank you. You know how they get down. Christina, don't take this back to the sector. You said this is her third accident. Wait a minute, Gina. Who third accidents in the past 6 months? Who had? Thank you, Terrence. Who had an accident in the past 3 months? That probably a previous label. Oh my God, I didn't know that, Gina. Oh, you talking about King Von, baby mama King, the one that's the military girl. What's the name of the interview? Yeah, Terrence. Who did she name the killers, or did you notice the killer she was hanging out with? I don't know if she left or did Gucci drop her. That's what I'm wondering. I think he might have dropped her from the little I saw, because I don't think she was doing well under him. One of the boyfriend's homeboys tied to the MO3K. Wow. Hey, Shelly. I'm from Texas. Okay, so that's what y'all are hearing out there. Did she leave Gucci or did Gucci drop her? They said something about she wasn't that successful with Gucci's label, that maybe he didn't know how to market women or women rappers or women singers. Do y'all know? Because I never heard of this artist to keep up with her. Pull the plug. They might not have had a choice. Well, I guess she hung with killers too, because they protect you. You have a lot of shark and scavengers in that industry, and she's a young woman. Yep, I thought they said that he dropped her 1023. Okay. Well, see, I don't know the reason why they pulled the plug. Maybe she was too brain dead. Maybe they didn't see that she was going to recover, and they clearly didn't want to take the time and let a relative stay on life support to see if her brain would heal. Like it might have been swollen too. What you said, Terrence. Not to put too much out there, Drip, but she, about that life, she was tiptoeing. What you mean? Was she a gang girl? Was she involved in a gang and doing violent things with the guys? Linda, you said, thank God I met Rick James at 17. He made me promise him I would never do drugs, never sell my soul. That's good. Do y'all know, was she involved? Was she a female gangbanger? Was she involved in selling drugs as well as doing it? Or she was a tomboy? So are y'all saying, was she gang related? I know she hung with, from what y'all saying, the drug dealers and gang members, the killers, but was she involved in any of that? Oh, he was focusing on Fu and Pooh Shiesty. Oh, I didn't know Pooh Shiesty was under Gucci. Okay, thank you, Quentin. So she's a blood gang member. Okay, that's not uncommon. That's usually how it is, and you get your protection. You say, I heard she was blood gang. Okay, that makes sense. That's usually who's in that industry, who runs it. Said stop 6 Fort Worth, Texas. I don't know what that means. Stop 6 Fort Worth, Texas. What's that mean? Because I don't know Texas. I don't know anybody out there. I don't know how stuff goes out there. But I know it's deeply tied to Atlanta. What you said, she was on Mo3's hit and the feds coming. Wow. Okay. So she knew Mo3. Okay. That's her stomping ground. Thank you. It's called Stomp 6. Stomp 6, Fort Worth. That's where she's from. Okay. She's a beautiful girl. It's an A neighborhood. Oh, okay. The A is called the A neighborhood. Thank you. I'm glad y'all know what's going on to fill me in. It just blew my mind. Like a lot of times I'll say stuff and it comes out in 24 hours. That shocked me that this came out because he said she was dying or getting ready to be murdered yesterday when he told me to go to that song. And then you blow up and everybody knows your name and you see now everybody's talking about her. You said, yes, Pooh Shiesty was signed to 1017. Wow. Related to Bugatti Casino. Who's that? Okay. Whew. Let me see. Is there anything else she wants to say? I know that she didn't want to be pulled off of there. She didn't want them to take her. She was begging them not to take her off life support. That's why I hope the sister's honest to tell us what was going on to make them do that. I wonder who approved it. Did her parent approve it? I wonder who agreed to let her off of the life support. No, she needed to work in the spirit world. No. Her life shouldn't have been taken like that. That was based on an oath from a contract. She didn't need to do this, nor did she want to do this. She still had things to finish here. She doesn't really know anything about that. Big scar and pusha. Oh, wow. That's right, Eon. Hit the like button and share. What is she thinking? Enchanted. Why is she thinking of a child? There's someone close to her that has a child that she's thinking of. It might be a boy. She's in the hangman position. She's upside down. And she wanted the Wheel of Fortune, but in a way, she's getting it indirectly. There was someone, she was actually emotionally happy. King of Wands. She looked up to this man, but this man had a sexual obsession with her, and this man sold drugs and did drugs. She was with someone and had a relationship with someone that was a drug dealer and that was addicted to drugs and had her in it. I wonder, who is this man? She did this and it was a nightmare to her. She was bound. She could not move and she was tied up with addiction. That's what this is showing. But at the same time, a star and the center of attention. She was getting ready to do some big shows and blow up. Her and some women were celebrating. She was either getting ready to get engaged or married, or this is what this guy wanted, or the new engagement was the business. This is coming up again. This girl died because she might, I hate to say this, but I wonder, was she selling drugs too and doing them because she had a bad addiction? She was having sex with someone and doing drugs with them, and she was an addict. And that's what led, this is true, that's what led to the death. But she was celebrating with someone when this might have been a lover. This is a sex partner addicted to sex and experience of drugs, high while having sex. She was celebrating with this person and it brought about her death, and this person knew. This was somebody she knew, possibly fucking. This is, I'm sorry, but this is what it's saying, and I'm not changing it until somebody proves me wrong. Whoever she was, this is a drug dealer. This is somebody she knows, comfortable with, and she also has a sexual relationship with this guy. People around her knew this. Death. She's definitely physically dead. This is coming up here in the moon. A woman around her, a sister, they knew this girl was struggling with this problem and out of balance, but trying to get in balance. But whoever's around her is feeding her this shit, and she clearly couldn't say no. Sneaky, backstabbing, tricky. Somebody was with her, holding on to her, wanted her money, wanted her position, wanted to manipulate and control her, but then one foot in her camp and got another foot in someone else's camp, spreading information, literally setting her up. It shows this same guy had her bound, this King of Wands. And the Sagittarius is somewhere here. I wonder who's the Sagittarius. Where's the Sagittarius at? That she may know that they knew that girl was bound up by that problem. Digging dope and wanting fame and fortune. She was murdered. One of these persons looked like an old friend or a childhood friend that was around her, as well as working with her and helping her plan her success, but giving her drugs at the same time, and somebody she knew. And this girl was murdered. She did not OD. This is coming up as the same way, but look like she might have had some problems in the relationship with her lover and fighting, and there was a new person involved here, and people are lying. You know, I'm going to back up out of this at this time. I'm tired. I don't want to say she might have been bisexual. Yeah, because it was more than one lover. And one is coming up as female. Not committed, though. Just kind of, playing around. Jealousy. She had jealousy. Somebody was trying to bully her, intimidate her. Competition. She was getting ready to travel somewhere. And a new guy wanted her. She comes up also as the Empress, sexually attractive and wanted. But you're saying not a mother, but I wonder, was she pregnant? Oh, out in the cold. Double out in the cold. Wow. She's out in the cold right now. She feels out in the cold with nothing and nobody, but seen as the Empress, sexy, powerful, but could be a mother. So if she was never pregnant and had an abortion or lost it, never gave birth to any children, I wonder if someone close to her. The Sagittarius is coming up here again with two men. One is one of these guys she dealt with, a Sagittarius. Now one is turning their back, don't want to be associated with this situation, but had something to do with it. And looked like also she might have been stalked online. She was in a relationship with two people. Either her lover cheated on her, or she was cheating on the lover and being spied on. Because there are secrets here. And somebody obsessed with her. And another female holding secrets. This person, one of these men she was with, it happened very quickly. And then they heard her tried to go hide and go the other way. I'm out of this at this point. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't want to keep reading this. I mean, and nobody's donating for me to read it anyway. So, whatever y'all look at and find, that's fine. I'm going to put it under the comments and share. Ooh, there was a younger man involved that was with her, that liked her, really liked her, and wanted to be with her. But for some reason, it shows he's tied into her murder, and he knows why she's in the coma. He's saying this girl was murdered. And she was actually happy. Looks like this was starting to turn around. Shows a new lover. Oh, she has two lovers. There was a new love and there was another love. This was basically around fucking. Fucking, getting high, secrets, and they know this girl was like this. But many times they'll have you on drugs to control you. There's a man here also doing magic on her to try to manipulate and control her because she was very strong-willed. Oh, she had a woman lover too. I wonder, was this woman older than her? Because the woman is either a Sagittarius or Aries. She's hot. She's a fire sign. Very charming. This is someone older. So, oh boy. But tied to an old friend. So, I wonder... Here's another lover that was there in the room with her when she's in a coma. That look, you know what? I'm gonna get out of this. Doesn't really benefit me to keep looking. I'm basically repeating to you what I've already told you. I'm tired. So I'll talk to you guys later.